well keeping up with these assignments. One thing you're not doing well is watching these videos. So I'm only getting like the same few kids watching the video every day. I really need all of you to watch this. Talk to your friends, tell them they need to watch this too, because basically this is what we're doing in class. It's going to help you a lot with these assignments, okay? So today we're going to talk about how to multiply binomials. And if you remember from classifying polynomials, a binomial is something that has two terms. So this is two terms. They're separated by an addition sign. Also one term, two terms. This makes a binomial as well. How do we multiply these together? We're going to talk about how to do that today. If you're taking notes, I strongly suggest pausing the video right here and writing this slide down. So we're going to multiply these two binomials using a method called the FOIL method. FOIL method, F-O-I-L. And those four letters stand for the steps that you're going to use to multiply these together. The first step is to multiply the first terms. So if you look down here, the blue, I'm going to take the first term from each binomial and multiply them together. So 3x and 2x, they're the first ones. O means the outside, so I'm going to take the two outside terms like this. I means the inside, so I'll take the two inner terms. And then last means the last two terms. And when you do this, you're going to multiply each thing. You should get 4 different terms out of this. Then you add them together, and that's your answer. Let me show you an example. So I'm going to color coordinate this so you can follow my steps. But remember, the method is FOIL. F-O-I-L. So let's just follow that. When I multiply the first two terms, 3x times 2x, that gives me 6x squared. Remember, when we multiply variables like that, we just add their exponents together. Both of these are 1, so that makes it 2. My normal numbers multiply to give me 6. Moving on to the outer terms, 3x times 3 gives me 9x. My inner terms, 5 and 2x, will give me 10x. And then my last two terms, 5 and 3, both normal numbers, gives me 15. Now for my final step, I'm going to combine my like terms. Do you see any like terms up here? Yeah, 9x and 10x. So I'll combine those, that gives me 19x, and I can just add everything else up there as well. 6x squared plus 19x plus 15, and that would be my final answer. Let me show you one more example. You can just follow my work as I go. I'm going to talk very briefly about it and then give you an opportunity to do some on your own. So again, my method is the FOIL method. You need to know what each of those stand for. I'll go ahead and do that now. My first two terms, x times x gives me x squared. Now we'll go to the outside. X and 6 gives me 6x. Inner, 5 and x gives me 5x. 5 and 6, my last terms, gives me 30. Now I look for my like terms, it's 6x and 5x. That gives me 11x, 30. That's my final answer, guys. It's very simple, right? So if you need to review that, rewind just a little bit and watch it again. But I want you to try these two on your own, just in your notes or on a piece of paper, just to see if you got it. It's a very simple process, just 4 steps. So FOIL, F-O-I-L, first, outside, inside, last. Thanks. Go ahead and pause the video and try that. Right, here are my answers. If you made a mistake, rewind it, see if you made a mistake combining your like terms, or if you made a mistake just multiplying for the order that you use to actually FOIL the two binomials. Lastly, I want to point out, sometimes when we're multiplying two binomials, it may be written out like this. So I want you to think, if I have 3 squared, that means I'm multiplying whatever's right here by itself. So this is the same thing as 3 times 3. So you need to think the same way when you're squaring something in parentheses, right? What we're going to do is multiply this by itself. That's what it means to square this binomial, to square this thing in the parentheses. So let's go ahead and rewrite this one. Just like we did the 3 times 3, let's write this as 2x minus 5 times itself. 2x minus 5. And then you guys can FOIL this. By now it should be kind of natural if you're following along with the video. If I do F, O, I, L, it looks just like this. Then I'll combine my like terms. That's it. Alright, here's another opportunity for you to practice what we just talked about. Go ahead and do the normal FOIL method on this first one, number 3. On the second one, do what we just did. So multiply this by itself. And I'll put the answers right now. So I hope this lesson was pretty simple to follow. It's the FOIL method, first, outside, inside, last. For the next couple weeks and months of this school year, I'm going to be talking about the FOIL method a lot. And what's exciting about this, like there's nothing really exciting about it, but you're going to use this in geometry and you're going to use this in Algebra 2 as you move forward in math in high school. It becomes increasingly important that you understand this, and it should be natural. I want to hear when you guys are in Algebra 2 and geometry that this is just second nature and you guys are flying through this, okay? I'm proud of you, you're smart, and I know you can do this. Keep up the great work, guys.